Jacob, mate, what are we driving today?
It's a Cupra Formentor.
Ah, Cupra Formentor. What's Cupra, Jacob?
I got no idea.
Let me tell you. It's the performance brand from SEAT, which is a Spanish company, but Cupra is its own sub-brand. We don't have SEAT here in Australia. We've only got Cupra. Long story short, welcome to the latest Volkswagen.
Nice Golf, bro.
This is a lot more than just a Volkswagen. Even though it's built on the MQ8 platform, it's been around for years. I think I've driven like a squillion of them, including the Tiguan, the Golf, the Audi A3 that hasn't been on the channel. Coming hopefully soon, Audi.
Audi, hit us up, please.
It's been a while. But this thing is super duper exciting, so much so we've titled this video Breakthrough. It is a breakthrough SUV.
At a
Discount.
nice.
Jacob comes up with the title sometimes. Sometimes I do. So is this thing worth 66 grand, just over drive away, without some packages that this thing has? And Jacob, where should they go get finance for one of these bad boys?
Driver.
Yes, and how do they get there?
Click the link in the description or the pinned comment.
Exactly right. Driver is the absolute best place to finance your next car, whether new or used. You can compare the best rates for you. And also, if you use my link, you get a $150 fuel card for every settled loan. That's pretty decent.
Jeez.
So, click the link below. Let's get into the review.
Let's do it.
So I actually went to the launch of the Cupra brand like a couple of months ago, and the designer there, he had come all the way from Spain, and he was saying how sexy the cars are. And I got to agree with him, man. This thing is hot.
Oh yeah.
It is sexy and hot.
So sexy.
Let's talk about what I like. So you have these headlights here with these pretty cool daytime running lights. They are super bright. And here are the fog lights. They're quite high up, but it means that this thing has just this really cool look when all the lights are on. It looks really mean and aggressive. Got a super long bonnet as well. Big grille here with the new Cupra logo. It's new to us anyway. It's been around since about 2017, but yeah, you can see here, copper, carbon fiber. Looks a bit different. Kind of like it, man.
I think it's really cool.
It's
I like
really
the V design.
Yeah, bit of a V there. You got a splitter down the bottom, and because this is a performance car, like it genuinely is, you've got these air ducts here to streamline air across the side and cool the Brembo brakes that we have as a package. But that package will set you back just over 4 grand. Probably pretty worth it. Let me show you why. So Cupra, as I said, is part of the Volkswagen group, and that means that it shares a lot of its parts with other Volkswagens, Audis. Best way to see that is here. So as I said, this is a pretty expensive package, 4 grand for brakes. It's a lot of money. They are Brembo brakes though. Not only that, they clearly come off of some sort of performance Audi, because you've got the Audi rings there and also in there too. So I guess you're kind of getting a bit of Audi products there. And yes, they definitely brake this car. Jacob, we took this for a drive earlier.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The G-forces.
The G-forces.
I still feel them.
Roll the clip. The standard brakes are fine, but these ones, they're just good. By the way, can we appreciate this like matte blue here?
We were just saying more cars should be matte.
Yeah, more cars should be matte. No pun intended. Here are 19-inch wheels. They've got more of this kind of copper finish to them. That's very dirty because that is the color of Cupra or Cupra. I don't know how you say it. Let me know in the comment section below, by the way. Educate me. These are also wrapped in Bridgestone Turanzas. They're really grippy. I'm kind of surprised by that. I haven't had the best experience with Bridgestones, but these are good. Not sure how I feel about these silver cladding on the side, but at the end of the day, Cupra calls this a SUV coupe. Here you've got keyless entry and go, of course. You've got some SUV-inspired roof rails. They are functional though, so that's pretty good. I really like the cuts and the creases in the body, man.
It's sexy.
But I don't know if I'd call this a coupe just because it kind of goes down at a lower, let's just call a spade a spade. This is like a overgrown hatchback. But it's very cool. So coming to the derriere of the Cupra Formentor, you've got a pretty nice roof spoiler there, a sloping roof line because this is an SUV coupe. You have a light bar back here that is pretty cool. You've also got some nice tail lights there. Cupra badge, just spelt out. Now, this one says VZ, right? This is actually the VZX. That's top of the range. The VZ is middle of the range, and it's front-wheel drive and has like a really powerful Golf GTI version of the engine. So I have taken liberty and putting an X there to correct the wrongs of Cupra. So now it's correct VZX. We love that, Jacob.
We like to do our bit.
Yeah, do our bit for everyone. And it's also environmentally friendly because we used dead sticks. Diffuser down there and quad exhausts. This thing sounds emotional, as the designer said to me. And I would agree, it sounds pretty awesome. Take a listen. So step into the interior and you are wowed. Jacob, what were your initial thoughts?
I thought this is very cool.
Very cool, like seriously cool, as in it feels better in here than the Golf R, which is $10,000 more expensive than this cool.
I agree.
First thing you're gonna notice is that the interior is blue, right? I love that. It's not like an in-your-face kind of blue, it's very subtle, but it looks so premium. Everything feels nice as well, soft touch materials. I'm not gonna say it's the nicest in here in terms of quality, but it's pretty much up there. I would class this somewhere between premium and luxury.
Wow.
I would go that far, Jacob.
That's big.
You've got copper highlights everywhere because, as I said, that is the Cupra branding. And it just feels better in here than the Golf equivalent, for example. It just feels a bit more intuitive. Let's get the bad out of the way. The infotainment display. Now, it's actually not that bad. I've kind of enjoyed using it. The thing I don't like about it is it's using the stupid Mk8 Golf sliders here, which I've heard rumors that the guy who designed that was actually fired. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was true because it's a bit of a faff to use. Fine when you're driving during the day, even though it's on gloss plastic, it just gets really smudgy. The big issue is at nighttime, it doesn't light up, you can't see it. So you have to interact then with the screen. It's a bit dumb. But the more I'm sitting in these cars, the more I get used to it, the more I'm kind of okay with it. It's not a deal breaker, it's just something to note. But at least it does have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. I kind of wish I didn't have to control most of the air conditioning climate things from the screen, but whatever. You know what, I'm gonna concede because frankly, I love the rest of it. For example, the steering wheel. Oh, it's a premium steering wheel, my guy.
It looks so cool too.
It looks cool. You've got these kind of perforated leather here. You've also got copper accents everywhere. Here's your engine start stop button. That's really cool. You've got a Cupra button here that changes between the drive modes and buttons to control absolutely everything, including the digital instrument cluster up ahead of you. It is one of the best. I'm guessing they're calling it Cupra Virtual Cockpit because that's just what Volkswagen Group do. But whatever it's called, it just works so well. You can go through a bunch of different menus, see a bunch of different things, and customize it essentially however you want.
And it's super HD.
HD as all heck. You know what else I'm glad for, bro?
What?
We have been in Chinese cars for the last couple of weeks, not built for fat Westerner frames like you and I.
Oh God, no.
But these seats, would you describe them as magical?
I would describe them as immaculate.
Yeah, immaculate. Now, this could be because we've just been having a bit of a bad experience the last few weeks, but they're really nice leather. They are heated as well. They have the Cupra logo embossed up top. It's just a really cool look. They are proper bucket seats, but they're not too huggy. They just feel so nice.
A lot of attention to detail.
A lot of attention to detail in here. But of course, this is an SUV, so let's talk about practicality. You've got a couple of USB-C ports up here. You've also got a couple of storage areas here and a wireless charger for your phone. That's really good because of the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Means you don't have to have any cables in the car, which is good. You do have a bit of a weird shifter here, but you kind of get used to it.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, it was weird at first, but now it's fine.
It's easy to find where it is and press it.
Correct, and if you really want to row through your own gears, that's what these are up here for, right? The center armrest is one of those Volkswagen things which slide around and ratchet. I love that. In there, you've got plenty of space and you've got a 12-volt socket too. What about your dream catcher water bottle, Jacob?
What about it?
This is not great. You've got a couple of cup holders, but this doesn't go all the way to the bottom. And this one, it just doesn't work. So,
It's really depressing to me.
yeah, we got Macca's coffee today. Did not fit 2 Macca's coffees in there.
That's a big oof to me.
Big oof. It just feels like a bit of an oversight, you know? Like, I don't care about these little hole areas here. I'd rather have bigger cup holders, but hey, maybe that's me. The glove box is a pretty massive size, fits Jacob's Dreamcatcher water bottle. And then the door bins as well, actually pretty decent. That fits Jacob's Dreamcatcher water bottle in there perfectly well. Look, man, overall, sitting in here, it's pretty damn good.
It's pretty spacious and comfy and nice.
I like it. I honestly prefer it to a Golf R, a Tiguan R, and a Kona N for that matter. Feels a lot nicer than a Kona N.
Ooh.
But it is 10 grand more expensive.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the back seats. Okay, so what about the back seats? Now, I sit notoriously far back and I'm only 5'10", but I got weirdly long legs, Jacob. Just like you. But even with my seat really far back, I have heaps of leg room, heaps of headroom, and toe room is pretty decent as well. You've got a couple of air vents back here, a third zone of climate control, ooh, that's special, and a couple more USB-C ports. Bit weird that the map pockets are literally tiny, like very small, but you do get these beautiful leather seats in the back as well, a center armrest with a couple of cup holders and a smaller cup holder, I guess, and a pass-through if you've got skis or longer items. Very European, isn't it?
I like it.
It's a really good package on the inside.
Ticks all the boxes.
Literally ticks all the boxes. If you've got a small family, you're good.
Just trade them in for one of these.
Yeah. By the way,
What?
subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. We've got a dancing baby there and a dancing baby there. All
There's
around.
even one behind me, but you can't see it.
There you go. So being an SUV, what is boot space like? Well, first of all, you get an automated tailgate. That's actually pretty damn good. Boot space is decent. It's not class leading, it's not class unleading, whatever that means. Trailing is probably the word I was looking for. About 430 litres or so, whatever that means, no one really knows. But there is a decent amount of room in there. You've got some underfloor storage, not very much though, because your subwoofer lives under there for your Beats audio system, as well as your tyre inflation kit. You can put down the rear seats though, just pulling these levers, which is pretty nice. Got to be the slowest fall I've ever seen. Do the same with this one. And then you get plenty of room. So it is really, really practical. And that's one of my favorite things about this car is that it literally is a family SUV or crossover anyway, but it can fit a family and drive absolutely insane. Let's talk about the specs. So this is the wild part about the Cupra Formentor. It actually undercuts both the Volkswagen Tiguan R and the new Golf R and gives you Golf R performance, almost. Let me explain. So this has pretty much the Mark 7.5 Golf R setup with a bit more power. So EA888, we've seen it for a long time. It is an absolutely awesome, incredibly tunable engine. Here it pumps out 228 kilowatt of power, 400 Newton meters of torque, but it uses the Haldex all-wheel drive system, which is, I guess, the older version of what they're using now. Now they're using a better all-wheel drive system, which uses a twin clutch, and I'll explain that when we're driving a bit more. But essentially that means that this thing is front-wheel drive most of the time, and it will send up to 50% of power to the rear wheels when needed. That doesn't mean that this thing is a slouch. In fact, it's one of the best driving cars on the MQB platform. And what better way to show that than by launching it? All right, friend, now we're gonna launch the Cupra Formentor VZX. That means that this is the most powerful one you can get in Australia. In Europe, you can get one with the RS3's 5-cylinder and the twin clutch.
That sounds terrifying.
All-wheel drive, I know. I'd want that.
I want that too.
That's okay. Let's just launch this one. They say it will do 0 to 100 in 4.9 seconds. What do you reckon it's gonna do?
5.2.
Ooh, pessimist. Yeah. I reckon it's gonna do 4.7.
That's, with launch control.
Of course with launch control.
Let me change my
No,
guess.
you knew it was with launch control.
I'm gonna say 5.1 now.
Okay. A slight revision. Tweak.
5.1.
Tweak. All right, we have to remember that it is a bit wet. Fist me hard. I'm scared. Oh.
Lost a bit of traction there.
Oh!
Wow.
You know what? On the dot. 0 to
Wow.
100 in 4.9 seconds.
Oh, that met the manufacturer's claim to the T.
To the T. Let's drive it normally by putting the car into Cupra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
The standard mode.
You know what we actually should do?
What?
Launch it again. I'm scared. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. That all-wheel drive is awesome.
Whoa. I'm not going to get over that.
That feels great.
That's a feeling and a half. I felt that in my regions that no man should.
Never. That's all I'll say. Oh.
Dude, this thing is phenomenally quick for what it is. Being based on like every other MQB platform, but it just doesn't feel It doesn't feel like a Golf R. It doesn't feel like a Tiguan R. It's got like its own dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a weird cousin of those things.
Yeah, the weird but pretty cool cousin, the one that smokes in the corner.
You know, like the dark, like the fringe,
Yeah, maybe,
dark hair.
Maybe like the uncle that like everyone kind of likes, but everyone is a bit fearful of.
They're a bit uncomfortable around him.
Dude, this thing handles.
Oh, yeah.
Handles and it goes.
Oh, out the corners.
Can you believe that like these things are a 4-cylinder?
We've come so far.
We've come so far. And you know what this does to me?
Oh,
The
yeah.
dual clutch.
I love when it just kicks down.
It's like instant. Oh, man. I will say, though, right now we are in Cupra mode, and you can use this button here to go through the different driving modes. I've been driving it around in efficiency. So this thing has adaptive dampers, and it's got 15 levels, right? And I've put this on, like, less than comfort to make it a bit more comfy. And it does just make it super comfy. It makes it super wafty. So, for example, when we're kind of going around these corners, like it's fine, but there's a lot of body roll.
Yeah.
Those dampers really do make a difference when you put it into the Cupra mode. But it's just so nice. It doesn't feel like a dedicated sports car in a sense that, like, you know, it's not kind of 100% attack all the time. Let's put it back into Cupra mode though. And what are we in? Sport mode. Cupra. But this is unreal, man. It's unreal.
Wow.
And it pulls so hard. And it sounds amazing too. So Cupra is supposed to be like the fun brand for the Volkswagen group. And so you get those kind of crackles and pops.
Oh, yeah, because a Golf R isn't fun enough.
Do you hear that?
Oh, it's nice.
I mean, for 10 grand less than a Tiguan R, the thing that you kind of lose, sort of, is that this has the Haldex-based all-wheel drive systems. That means that it's front-wheel drive biased, and it can send up to 50% of power to the rear wheels. Whereas, like the new Golf R and the Tiguan R, they have the new twin clutch system, which means that they can send 50% of power to the rear wheels, but 100% of that power to each of the outside wheels, essentially acting like a awesome limited slip diff. This is like the same as what you'd find in a Mark 7.5 Golf R, but it feels wicked, man. I just don't, like, in normal driving or even spirited driving like this, you don't feel like you're losing out on anything. Can we launch it one more time?
Yes.
Saucy corner, tickle my pickle. Traction off one, foot down. Oh, didn't want to do it there. I love this.
Oh,
the grip.
Man.
Oh,
It's grip for days.
even up this hill.
I think someone's cut the corner there. Oh,
Ooh. Bit of lift off oversteer, even though this is a all-wheel drive. Oh, dude. Even the understeer is
that
like
is nice.
almost not noticeable.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
I think cars are just supposed to do everything nowadays.
They really are, but this
Like,
kind of does it, you know? Like,
It does.
this can carry you, your 6 children that you have with your different ladies
Let's
around
not
the
talk
world.
about that in this video,
Yeah.
friend. That's for another day.
But everyone fits in here, everyone has a nice time until you want to be a bit of an idiot and you drop a few gears using
Drop
the
a few
awesome...
gears.
Drop a few gears, yeah. Using the awesome 7-speed dual clutch. The wet one you'll find in absolutely every other Golf or any Volkswagen product these days. In fact, let's go down to first gear. Oh, it's
Those
just...
transitions are so smooth.
It's unreal how fast it is. The other thing, bro, that this thing has, the Brembo brake package.
Oh yeah.
How
it's
much
got
was it?
those.
Like 4,100?
A lot.
Something.
Let's just say a lot.
It's over 4 grand. Now, do you need it?
No.
No. Unless you're actually tracking this thing, which, let's be honest, most people aren't. The standard brakes are fine, but these ones, they're just good.
Really good. That was good.
Okay, so final thoughts on the Cupra Formentor. Jacob, you first.
Super cool, super worth the money, and I think it looks great.
Yes, and I would totally agree with that. This is definitely a breakthrough SUV Cupra being a new brand here in Australia, it essentially undercuts itself with the Tiguan R, which technically does have a better drivetrain with its twin clutch all-wheel drive system, but this is almost as good. In fact, I can't really tell the difference. I think this thing looks sick, feels really nice on the interior, better than the Tiguan R and the Golf R, way better than a Kona N. And yeah, I'm loving this thing, man.
Seriously cool. Go and get one.
Go and get one. As always, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We'd love to have you around. Comment down below, what do you think of the Cupra Formentor? Would you like to see us review some of their other cars? Make sure you click the like button as well. It really helps the channel out, and share the video with a friend. Oh yeah, and if you want the best finance, you know what to do. Click the link in the description below or the pinned comment. Okay, ciao for now.
Bye-bye.